What's up YouTube, this is LDS Reliance. Today I'm going to kick off a new project that I'm working on with my stepson Judson. He's not here right now, he's at school, but I wanted to introduce this project and then I will bring him into additional videos in the future in this video series. This is going to be a solar powered go-kart or car, small car. He has signed up for a club at his school where they do a solar-powered car project and then race it at the Texas Motor Speedway. This is not going to be for racing. This is not going to be something I'm building to be useful. This is going to be more of a learning project, a fun, easy, inexpensive thing to do with my son. That's what we're going to do. I welcome comments, criticisms, suggestions, but please keep in mind we have a very small budget and we are going for something that works but is not necessarily fast or practical or any of that stuff. So instead of our finished product being something like this, it's going to look something more like this. Although we will add a little bit of a roof so that we have a place to put our solar panels. Here are some of the components that I've gathered to use for that project. We have a 2x12 piece of wood. It's 8 feet long. We're going to use that for the bulk of the frame, the part that he will sit on. I have multiple 2x4s, just your standard 2x4, and that will be used for the axles, for supports, and that sort of thing. Now, why am I using wood instead of metal? Right now I don't have a welder. I sold my old one, and it takes more time. It's much easier to use wood than it is to use metal, for me anyways. Wood is, yes, it's kind of heavy, yes, it's not as strong, but it will be plenty strong enough for this project. I also have some wheels left over from another project. Again, these are not ideal. They're going to provide significant rolling resistance, I know, but they will get the job done for a basic low-speed kart. I have an 800 watt DC motor. It's a 48 volt motor, so we will be using 4 12-volt batteries in series. I'm going to use the Telco batteries that I found from a job site. I did a video on that in the past, so check that out if you want to get familiar with those batteries. Yes, they are heavy. I'm heavy, my son's heavy, so if we were making a serious attempt at a racing vehicle, we would use carbon fiber, we would use lithium batteries, we would use much lighter materials. This is the speed controller. It connects to the motor and to the handle there, which will provide the input to go forward. So at this point, that's all we have. We haven't gotten to seats and the rest of the drivetrain as far as how we're going to propel the rear wheels. I'm going to put 2 of these tires up front, and then we're going to try to use like a 20-inch kid's bicycle wheel for the back wheels, 2 of them. So we'll figure that all out later. Today I just wanted to introduce the project and talk about the front axle. What I'm going to do for the front axle is I'm going to cut a piece of 2x4 about maybe 36 inches wide and put 2 wheels on either side. So I've cut the piece of wood, and this isn't the one, I'm just using this for demonstration purposes, but on the end, on either side, I'm going to cut some smaller pieces to go underneath this, and we're going to drill through that, and there will be a bolt that goes through these smaller pieces, and then the smaller pieces will get drilled into the top part. I know that probably doesn't make sense right now, but I just wanted to put a bulky piece of wood underneath this that will hold the wheel on, and then the rest of this will become the axle. So here's what I'm talking about. Yes, my blade is getting dull, but I took 2 pieces of wood, cut them, glued them, let it dry, and then I attached them to the end of the axle. Then I bored a hole through it for the bolt, and here is it attached. So I put a washer in between here. There's a little bit of rubbing, and I have some ideas on how we can fix that, but for now it does spin, it does work. So we'll go with that for now, and I'll put the other end on with the other wheel, and that will complete the front axle. The idea for next time will be we will put a bigger hole in here and a bigger bolt that will go down into the 2x12 piece that will go this direction, and that will be the pivot point for the steering. So basically he will put his feet on either side of this board this axle, and he will push with his feet, and that will provide the steering. It won't be a too big of a turning radius, but it will have to do for now. We may revisit that at some point and put in some sort of more sophisticated steering mechanism, but for now it's going to be powered by his feet. So that's it for the first installment. Like I said, I just wanted to introduce the project and talk about the front axle. We'll get into more of the frame design next time. Thanks for watching.
Don't miss any upcoming episodes of this series. Hit subscribe now.